Hello everybody, and this is Tyler with, Week 7 recap. For some reason my video I was going to do my college football pick'em was not wanting to upload right. It was just completely crashing and stuff, so it didn't get up. Did a lot better this week though. Don't worry, I did all this on like Wednesday. So we need to pick on Wednesday because apparently it translates some more wins. Well, for me I guess. The 3 losses I'd say are not that bad. Like, I'll admit that. Okay, anyway, we'll get to them. So this week was a very interesting week. I'm gonna get my notebook out of rankings real quick. There we go. I forgot about that until just now, because we have to do our good old who's eliminated and who's still alive. Anyway, in the college football playoff scheme of things that are ranked in there. Okay, so we had Duke, who I don't believe was Duke, and number 7 Louisville. Louisville won that game, so I get a win because I picked Louisville. Then our NC State game, Clemson. This one was a good one. I ended up watching. This is one of the few games I actually got to see. Very good game, and you gotta make your field goals when it counts. Oh man, I know that feeling though. You get lined up and you miss the game-winning field goal like that, and then it comes back to bite you. Yeah, I've seen that as a Purdue fan a few times, and yeah. So yeah, that Clemson ended up pulling it out. Once they went to overtime, I thought Clemson would win. I think they're just the more experienced team. So and you know, NC State always seems to give Clemson issues, and they seem to be the team that beats Clemson sometimes. But NC State proved, I think they're a good team though. I think they proved that the Notre Dame game was not just because of the fact that it was pouring down rain. You know, they actually proved that they're a good, decent team. When you go into Death Valley and take them to overtime, that's pretty impressive. I don't care if you missed a field goal to win the game or not. You still had to put on a good effort to do that. So, props to them. They did a good job, and I think they proved that they're actually a decent, a top 25 team, I think. Next is Oklahoma, which Oklahoma was ranked. I don't remember. 47th, I don't know what that is, and I can't figure that out. So 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. So they were 19th. My laptop's uploading a showdown video, so I don't want to mess with it. It's been another thing that's been messing around. But anyway, okay, so yeah, that there's that. Oklahoma ended up winning that game, and I mean, I thought it was a toss-up. I thought Kansas State would play well. Anyway, next we have West Virginia and Texas Tech. West Virginia got the win, so there's that. Yeah, they did. So then West Virginia was what? 20th? Okay. Makes sense on why they're right next to each other. And then Nebraska and IU. Nebraska, I know, was 10th. That game ended up being, like, pretty decent. I saw the first part of it, and I thought it was a pretty decent game. I think it was 27-22 was the final. I ended up looking at it just to see what the final score was. Yep. Then you have, technically, a top 28 matchup. You have number, 16 Miami. And then number 28, because again, my rankings here do 28 North Carolina, and North Carolina ended up winning. I ended up picking Miami in this game. That was my first loss of the week. I thought Miami at home would be able to beat North Carolina, but, always making you seem like a fool. Okay, next one, Western Michigan at Akron. I picked Western Michigan because, Western Michigan's undefeated, and Akron, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now because I'm going to say something mean. No, the fact is, it's just Western Michigan's good this year. Anyway, next we have Wake Forest and Florida. This is the only one that I'm like, why did I pick Wake Forest to win this game? But at the same time, number 14, Florida State. At the same time, I took a risk and it didn't end up working, so. Oh well. We live and we learn. There's really no living and learning here. It was just, I thought Wake Forest might be able to pull one out, and so I thought if I put them as winning, it did happen, it'd be good. Next we have Kansas and Baylor. We even have to talk about this one. I mean, I think when I made the original video, I said Kansas Baylor. Kansas played TCU tough, but doesn't mean they're gonna play Baylor tough. trying to move stuff. Sorry. Okay, anyway, Baylor was number 10. Let's say 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. No, they were 11th, sorry. Then we had number 1 Alabama and number 9 Tennessee. That was... Alabama ended up winning, as we're all shocked that they did. Again, I had them down as winning. I'm not shocked it's Alabama. Until they prove me a reason not to pick them, I'm going to keep picking them. Next, we have Virginia Tech and Syracuse. Yeah, Virginia Tech finally ran out of magic, I guess you could say it, or, I wouldn't say ran out of magic. That's probably not the right term. But, Syracuse, I'm not shocked beat somebody. I mean, they, I guess, sometimes do that. They'll give a tough test to somebody, but they usually don't beat them. So that was I think that's a good one for Syracuse. Really good one for Syracuse. Next, we have number 21 ranked Utah gets a win over Oregon State. Not much to say there. Oregon State's just not the same without Mike Riley, which I thought about it a little bit more, and yeah, that's right, Coach. Anyway, you guys didn't see that, thank goodness. I was trying to figure out if the Wisconsin guy was from, for some reason I thought he was from Oregon State. So. Mike Riley. I'm hoping he's from Oregon State now that I say that, but he might not be. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that. Next, we have Missouri and Florida. I thought this was a big showing from Florida. I think that Luke Del Rio is back and their offense is moving, because I think if they can get their offense moving, and you got to remember now, if they can survive LSU and they can win out, they're in the SEC East Championship game, or in the SEC Championship game, and we'll have a chance to maybe get to the playoff because of it. So that's cool. Tulsa and Houston. Well, we're not going to be shocked. Houston won this game. Back to the winning ways for the good old Cougars. Next, we had number 12 Ole Miss and number 22 Arkansas. I picked Arkansas in this game. I thought I was thinking about flipping a coin. I was thinking about drawing straws with their names on them or something stupid. I don't know. There's really no way to draw straws, but you know what I mean. Like, it was one of those toss-up games. It was like, who do I pick? But I eventually gave it to Arkansas because they had home field advantage in this game, and so Arkansas won that game. I don't remember exactly how. Again, I didn't get to see many games this weekend. I was busy. I was busy. Next, we have Ohio State and Wisconsin. I didn't get to see this when I was watching the Cubs Dodgers game. This game was a really good one, though. I know that. Overtime thriller. I picked Ohio State because, again, Ohio State is like Alabama. Until they give me a reason to pick against them, I'm going to pick with them. Because, honestly, that team feels as if it's loaded. Next, we have Boise State and Colorado State. We forgot to say that Ohio State was 2 and Wisconsin was 8. Boise State was, 15th? They're catching up to Houston. Okay, Boise State win. Okay, so, with that being said, let's look at this now. Okay, so, Alabama, I'm going to write them down. So, Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson. These are all the teams that, by the way, I think still have a very good resume. So then we have Washington, definitely they're still around. These are just the teams I think still have a chance for the playoff. Then we have Texas A&M, they're still technically around because they have not lost to Alabama yet. Louisville, I'd say I don't think they have a chance because of the fact that I think there's no way that they'll be able to leapfrog enough teams. I don't think they'll leapfrog a Pac-12 champion in Washington and a Big Ten champion because they're gonna have to leapfrog Washington at some point, and I don't see them doing that because I think a Pac-12 winning Washington gets the nod over a non-ACC, like a team that didn't even go to their conference championship. So that's that. Wisconsin, I think, eliminated themselves. Tennessee eliminated themselves with a second loss. Wisconsin's tough because, your 2 losses are against the teams that are in the top 4. So, it's tough, but, the point is, if you cannot beat those teams, you really don't belong in the playoff, and it's a tough thing because that's your only 2 losses. But at the same point, if you can't beat those teams, to be elite, you have to be able to beat the elite. That's what it basically comes down to. They're still really good, but maybe they're not playoff. Maybe if some weird stuff happens. Tennessee, same thing, good team, just Can't beat the top 6, and that's kind of the point of this. Nebraska comes in at number 10, is still alive because they're undefeated. Baylor, same thing. Old Miss is not going to be a thing. So Houston, I don't think has a chance. Florida State doesn't. 2 losses, I don't think they have a chance. I don't think they leapfrog. I think that's the way Louisville gets in, though, as if Clemson beats, or if Florida State beats Clemson. I don't know how that would work. Because then you look at the top 3 teams all beating each other. It's like, what would you say? I don't know. How would you give it to who? Because they'd all beat up on each other. You would just give it to the team that's ranked the highest to get the ACC championship game? I don't know. Somebody use some weird metric that gives it to. I don't know. But that's about the way that Louisville comes back into play. Louisville technically has a chance. They're not eliminated yet. But that's going to be tough. They're going to need some things to happen their way. Florida State's gone, I'd say. Boise State, no. I mean, I think they have a great chance of getting that new group of 6 bid. But I don't see them getting there. So does Houston and them are going to battle. So is Western Michigan. Don't forget about the Broncos. Broncos, which both of them Broncos. Or no. Michigan Broncos. I think they're the Broncos. What's up with them and mid-major teams doing well? Miami's done now. Virginia Tech's done. Florida is still alive, I think. They're still alive, but they're on life support. Let's put it that way. Oklahoma, no. West Virginia, yes. They're still alive. They're undefeated. I think if you're undefeated at this point, you're still alive. And if you're in a Power 5 conference. Utah, no. Arkansas, no. They have too many losses. They have 2 losses in the ACC. Auburn, no. Western Michigan, no. Navy, no. Navy got their game delayed. They're supposed to play East Carolina. Sorry, I'm looking down a little bit more too much, I think, here. Georgia, no. Arizona State, no. Okay, so basically in the top 25 right now we have Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, Michigan, Washington, Texas A&M, Nebraska, Baylor, Florida, and West Virginia are still alive, in my opinion. Have not been eliminated yet. Now the thing is, this is a tournament. This is a thing where you can get eliminated but come back. Like, for example, if let's just say the top 4 all start losing. Let's say that Alabama goes on and loses to Texas A&M. Let's say that Ohio State loses to, I don't know who. I think they play Nebraska at some point. Let's say they lose to Nebraska. Let's say Clemson goes and loses to Florida State. Let's say that Michigan loses to Ohio State or to, I don't think there's anybody else on here Michigan plays. So they go and lose to Michigan State or something. Or they already played. I think they play Michigan State this week. Something like that. It's a scenario where they're losing. Some of these teams will come back. Like, Wisconsin could sneak in if a lot of losses happen. Same with Louisville. Baylor, they're going to probably have to have a team lose up here somewhere to get up high enough. Same with West Virginia. I think maybe a team like Florida State can find itself back in the mix if enough losses occur. Florida, I think, is the same way. They're going to need a lot of stuff to happen there, but I didn't eliminate them. They're still around. But yeah, that's the thing about this, is that no team is gone until the last weekend. Until we get to, I say it, once you get to conference championship time, you can pretty much start to eliminate a lot of teams that are on this list. But so far, there's Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, Michigan, Washington. Don't say Washington. Sound like it. Texas A&M, Nebraska, Baylor, Florida, and West Virginia, I think, are the teams still that have a chance that if they win out, they have a high chance of getting into the playoff. Okay, I'm getting a sword. It looks like I'm getting some laser thing toward me. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that's taking out my eye. Woo! Anyway, this has been Tyler with week 6, or the week 7 recap. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.